All right, so here we have the Audio-Technica AT2020 USB version. Now there is an XLR edition, but I didn't want to buy the other components that's required. And at the same time, after seeing so many reviews, this is at the top nearly all the times for a quote-unquote budget level microphone. In the USB version, the reviews that I've seen compared to the XLR version, there's really not a huge difference in terms of overall audio quality. So let's go ahead and open this up. Now, Audio-Technica, they're a very well-known audio brand, so they've been around for a while and they make a number of audio products. But at least in the whole content creator YouTube space, they're known for their microphones, their headphones. Let's see what we have in here. All right, registration, and here is a user manual. Yeah, instruction manual right there. And then let's see what we have in here. Oh wow, nice. Audio-Technica has provided a bag, so I'll open that up here in a bit. And here is the actual microphone itself. This is a heavy microphone compared to my existing Samson microphone. Very nice build quality. So Audio-Technica is known for high quality. And yeah, that's definitely a really nice build. Much heavier, feels a lot sturdier. I don't know what material that's made of, but it's not cheap plastic. There's also a monitor as well for your mic. There's a headphone jack back, and I guess that's the front. And you can adjust this as well. So this is really great. So let's see what's in the bag. So we'll go ahead and open this bag. And I'm guessing this is where all the USB components and stuff is going to be. So that, and then, all right. So here is our USB cable. And then over here, we got this right here. Great. So you're actually going to put this on some type of a tripod or stand. So that is screwed right on it. And then your microphone actually goes on here. And then if you had a shock mount, you can use that as well. So I probably won't be able to use the existing one that I have, which is unfortunate. And then here is a mini tripod. Okay, so that's everything that comes in the box. And I'd have to say right off the bat, very high quality, premium feeling, and gives you pretty much everything you need to get set up. So all you have to do is basically plug the USB portion right there. And then if you wanted to use this stand, you simply just screw this on here and then put your mic on there. All right, so let's go ahead and put this together. So we're gonna go ahead and take our microphone and put on the base first. And so it is important that whenever you put this base in, that this right here is on the rear and this is on the front. So it should look something like this. So all you have to do is put your base in here, and then we'll go ahead and screw this in. And so once you have it screwed in, it should look something like this, and you could always unscrew it and adjust it as needed. And the reason why you have to do it this way is because of this right here. So here is your stand. There's a thread right here. We'll go ahead and put that in. And once you have it in, go ahead and extend the legs. And at the same time, you could also adjust this as well. So once all of that is done, we basically have our microphone set up. And the last thing you need to do is go ahead and plug in your cable at the bottom and into your computer, and we're ready to go. All right, so now that we actually have our mic stand set up, it's really easy for you to go ahead and just plug in your USB cable to your computer, and then you see it light up, which is really nice, and you are ready to go. And for most people, this is going to work out just fine. But the one thing I do want to mention is this is a condenser microphone. It is very sensitive. So if you have it just set on your table, it will pick up sounds next to you. So if you have your keyboard, your game controllers, or any vibration on your table, this will pick it up. And so ideally, you actually want some type of microphone stand or a boom arm that'll give you a lot more separation from the microphone versus objects on your table. Now, before we start testing this microphone, I wanted to show you some really nice features that Audio-Technica included. So if you look here, there is this monitor option with the mic and COM. This stands for computer. So this dial allows you to listen to your microphone or the audio coming out of your computer. And over here, here is a headphone volume. And then on the back, is a headphone jack. So this is really nice for you to be able to monitor what the actual microphone is picking up before you start recording. And then if you move it all the way to the computer setting, you can hear everything that's coming out of the computer just like you would if you plug your headphone directly into your computer. So these are really nice features that gives you a lot more control and also allows you to hear what's going on before you start recording. All right, so now we're set up and ready to go. So here's the microphone. I have some earphones plugged directly into the mic. So as I showed you a little bit earlier, this allows you to conveniently listen to your microphone audio or computer audio without having to plug this directly into your PC. So let's go ahead and head over to my desktop. And as you can see, I am using OBS. This is my primary video recording tool. And if I go down here to mic aux and go here to properties, you see that my primary device is the Audio-Technica microphone. And one thing I really want to mention is with this type of microphone, which is a condenser microphone, it is very sensitive and it will pick up noises in your environment. So for example, right now I have this set up next to my computer, which has a really noisy fan. So I'm going to be silent so that you can hear that. Okay, so hopefully you can hear the fan noise from my computer. And also if there's other types of noises in your room like reverb, echoes, other background noises like your air conditioner, this will pick it up unless you have some type of audio treatment. Now I will show you some other things that you could do, particularly through OBS, that will allow you to help minimize some of this background noise. But the best thing you could do is actually have some type of audio treatment to absorb and diffuse some of these sounds. And then other thing that's going to happen is, well, you're actually going to pick up background noises on your table. So as I mentioned a little bit earlier, if you're using the default setup, then it's going to be next to your computer, keyboard, and mouse, and it's definitely going to pick up those noises. So if I click on my mouse right now, you should be able to hear that. And then let's go ahead and type on the keyboard. And so all of these things should definitely be considered if you're thinking of getting this type of microphone or any other condenser microphone. And later in the video, I'm going to show you how this sounds whenever you have this on a mic stand. So this will make a difference because it's going to be away and off of your table. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to use some filters in OBS to help minimize some of this background noise. All right, so now we're testing the microphone on top of a stand versus using the included stand where your microphone is going to be on your desk. And another thing that I have here is a vocal shield, but currently I have things closed and so it's really not using it. And then I'm going to show you how this sounds whenever I have the vocal shield open. And another thing that's really important when it comes to your overall sound quality and also audio levels is the distance from the microphone to your voice. And so if you want the best sound quality at the best sound levels, then you want to get it closer to you versus having it far away where the audio levels and the sound quality might not be as good. And so this is how things sound like whenever you have the microphone on a stand. And now we're testing this out with the vocal shield open. And so if you are the type of person who's going to be doing a lot of voice work, well, this is going to be another option besides sound treating your room. So all of these things will help to improve the overall sound quality of your microphone. So you let me know how this sounds. Now, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, the position of your microphone is going to be the most important thing when it comes to getting the best sound quality out of this microphone or in general, most microphones. So in my opinion, the best way to get really good sound at an affordable price is to get an adjustable mic stand. This one cost me about $23 to $25. And with this mic stand, I could actually elevate it up, down, forward, or backwards. And if you want to get the same mic, I will leave the affiliate link in the description area below. And if you can't afford it, I would say get some type of boom arm. This is probably going to be the best way. However, if you are on a budget, then get something like an adjustable mic stand and you should be good to go. And I highly recommend getting something like this versus setting on the table or even using a stand and a vocal booth like I had a little bit earlier. Okay, so now I'm going to be showing you how you can minimize or even remove background noises from your microphone audio by using OBS. So this is usually going to be the easiest and cheapest way for you to improve the overall sound quality from your microphone. So all you have to do is go here to mic aux, choose this gear icon, and then go down here to filters. So right now I already have some filters selected. So these are the three main ones that I use, but you can also add many other filters. So if you go down here to the plus sign, there are a variety of other filters that you could choose, but these are the 3 that I use, and right now they are not turned on. So I'm going to turn each one of them on, and you tell me if you can hear the difference. And so the first one is noise suppression. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. And now you tell me if you could hear the difference. And more often than not, this is the best filter, and it almost completely eliminates any of the fan noise coming from my computer. Then the next one is noise gate. So noise gate does have different features available. So there is a close and open threshold. There's also other things down here as well, but typically I just go ahead and alter the thresholds. And the thing is, with each one of these, you're gonna have to kind of play around with them. But to make it simple, I normally just use noise suppression first, and then I add these other ones as needed. And then the final one is compressor. And so as you can see here, there are other available properties here as well. So you are going to have to play with this to see what sounds best in your environment and for your microphone. And then if you wanted to, you could also add a limiter as well. There's a limiter right here. And for most people, they're probably not going to mess with gain when it comes to reducing background noises. But these are the usual 3 filters that I use. And for most of my needs, I just use noise suppression, and that works pretty well. Now, there are some other things that come along with using these audio filters. And the first thing is that it actually affects the overall sound quality from your microphone, especially if you use a lot of different audio filters. And so I highly recommend that you try one filter out at a time and then see how that sounds before adding more. And so that's the first thing. And then the second thing is, even though these filters work out really well, it won't exactly remove all the background noises that you have. So let me show you an example when it comes to your keyboard and mice. I'm going to go ahead and turn off this noise suppression. So now you'll be able to hear the fan noise from my computer, but let's go ahead and click on my mouse. And then type on the keyboard. So that should still be very apparent and noticeable whenever you don't have the audio filters on. But let me go ahead and turn on the noise suppression. So now that's on. I'm going to go ahead and click on my mouse. And now I'm going to go ahead and type on my keyboard. So as you can probably hear, it definitely does help. And as I mentioned a little bit earlier, add more filters as needed to see if it improves that. And if you really want to remove any of these noises from your keyboard and mouse, then it's probably best if you get silent keyboards and mice. That's going to be probably the best option if you don't want any type of sounds from your keyboards or mouse. So that is my review of the Audio-Technica AT2020 USB mic. This is a very popular microphone for a reason. And at least for my use, this is going to be a very basic general setup, but you could definitely get a lot more advanced and professional as well. But the bottom line is this is a very good sounding microphone at a great price. And so if you actually had any thoughts on this microphone or any other microphones that you enjoy using, be sure to leave in the comments area below. And if you did want to support my channel and get this microphone, I will leave an affiliate link in the description area below. Plus, if you did want to see more gear reviews like this, I do have an entire playlist. I'll leave it below or up here. For serious YouTubers, check out TubeBuddy, the premier tool news at geekoutdoors.com. Get more done today by checking out the affiliate link in the description area below.